Jago Geerts, really impressive weekend. Probably what you dreamed of, really. 3 wins and right back in this championship hunt. How do you sum it all up?
Yeah, it feels really good, to win the 3 motos. Just overall, I felt really good on the track all weekend, and 3 good starts made it a lot easier. I think I led every lap of all the races, so yeah, really positive weekend also for the championship. I think it's only 14 points or something now, so it's getting more and more close, and yeah, it should be good.
And you made it look pretty easy out there on a brutal track. It looked like you had more left even if you needed it. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, I just rode my pace that I knew I could hold the whole moto. But it was not that I was pushing 100%, because it's such a brutal track and I didn't want to make any big mistakes, so just kept it smooth and controlled,
And it's about 6 weeks maybe after since you broke your wrist. Whenever you broke your wrist, did you think you would be back this quickly in the title chase, or what were your thoughts when
No,
it happened?
for sure not. The recovery from the wrist went a lot faster than we expected.
Okay.
And after 3 weeks I rode in Germany and got some good points already there. So after that it was just trying to get the feeling back on the bike, and it went quite quick. And in Indonesia I got my first win already, so in the end it worked out really well, but it could have gone also in a different direction.
And did you get surgery on the wrist, and how was that rehab? Because anyone that's had to rehab a wrist knows it's pretty painful just getting the movement back. How was that recovery for you?
Yeah, I got the surgery on Wednesday after France, and actually it went quite good for me, the rehab. The mobility was quite good already from the first week, so that's why I also went to the physio every day to be sure that the wrist wasn't getting sore. So in the end it worked out really well for me to get surgery.
And has it been sore when you've been riding, especially the first couple of rounds back? Was it certain bumps or jumps that would hurt it, or how was it up back on the bike?
Yeah, in Germany it wasn't perfect, so it still was a little bit painful to ride, for sure on the braking bumps and on the jumps. But I managed to ride, on 50-60% and get some points. But after that, the week after, I got a scan and the bone was healed 100%. So after that, I could just do my thing, and it was still a little bit painful, but I knew it was no problem to go all out.
And you've no pain now then?
No, now I don't feel it anymore, so I don't need to think about my wrist anymore and just can do my thing on the track.
After how last year ended in the World Championship and then that broken wrist, how was your mindset after that happened? We could see your face when you crashed on that down. You knew immediately you broke your wrist. You must have been pretty devastated in that moment because you were in control of the championship at that point.
Yeah. It was not a good moment, but I tried to keep positive and just to be back as fast as possible. But then in France we didn't know what I did, if I needed surgery or not. Okay. So it was still a little bit unknown, but my goal always was to start again in Germany. And we made it, so it was quite okay.
And do you feel you're back to the level you were at before the injury now, or is there more to come with this championship rundown?
No, I think I'm quite close to 100% now, and I'm just feeling good, physically and on the bike. So it's good to be back 100%.
Adamo crashed a couple of times on that second moto there, and then you lapped him at the end, and you didn't. It looked like you made sure you lapped him. Did you see him there, or was that just a coincidence?
Yeah, I saw him in the long right corner with the waves, and then I saw that he was gonna get lapped, but before that I didn't know what place he was riding.
And finally, your 450 debut at Red Bud went pretty well. You were sort of the story there. I think Americans sort of know your name now. Ernie, I would imagine you'll be going to the Nations and probably riding a 450 there, and then it's 450 from then on. Are you looking forward to riding the big bike? You've only about 2 months left of a 250 now?
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to ride the 450. I really like the bike. Like you saw last year in Red Bud, the bike suits me well, so I think it will be nice to have a change again and go from the 250 to the 450. And then we will see how it goes next season.
And you aren't riding it at the minute or anything? That will just be before Nations, or?
Yeah, I think if they choose me for the Nations to go on the 450, then I will just ride it on the 2 weeks before.
Okay, and Jett Lawrence has adapted really well as well. Both of you were the kind of standouts of the 250 guys going to 450 at Red Bud. What are your thoughts on him and your your style is pretty smooth like his. Do you think you could have a kind of motocross the nations rivalry for the next few years in the 450s?
Yeah, probably. I know. And he's really fast at the moment, and I think he won every moto until now. So yeah, difficult to compare, but we will see in France. For sure, he will be fast.
Thank you, Jago. Well done.